Alright guys, gotta crack one for this one because this is a crazy video. I knew for this Nirvana journey there was one last thing that I had to do. I had to go to Pachyderm Studios where Nirvana recorded In Utero, their last record. And I had to bring all of my amps, all my guitars, all my pedals, everything there. Why, you might ask? Because I was going to make neural captures of those amps in that exact room where the record was recorded. It was just me, my wife, and a car full of guitar stuff. It's probably the first time a quad reverb has been in this hotel. So we didn't waste any time. We had 2 days to get this done, to make the neural captures, and I wanted to do a lot while I was there. Okay, cool. Now we gotta hook up the the Ernest.
Ernest of the Urn.
Is it rolling?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, for the Ernie, I think we need a AC cord. We can go find one. I don't know where that be.
Gotta find it.
It's around here somewhere. This will do right here. I'm coming to plug you in, sweet Ernest.
What would Ernie say?
I don't know, man. He'll probably be mad at me for this. All right, here we go, Ernest. Ugh. All right, it's plugged in. Let's see how it sounds.
It's not chimey enough.
Yeah. He can hear me through the pickup.
Like, kind of yell through there.
I'm yelling through the bars to pickup.
That totally worked.
And I knew one of the first things that we had to do that was super important was we had to find out exactly what room Kurt's amp was in, because to get the neural captures right, the sound of that room literally resonates a certain way. There's an ISO room to the right of the control room, and that's where I've always thought Kurt's amp was. There's also one to the left, but it's slanted, and if you set a quad or a bass rig or anything in there, it's just gonna tump over. And I actually found this clip of Dave saying Kurt was to his left.
But that room where we recorded the stuff, the room sounded great, and it was a comfortable place to be. And I remember sitting at my drums, and Kurt was to my left, and Chris was to my right, and we had proper isolation, and we would track live together.
And there's a clip of Chris saying that he was standing right there to Dave's right with his bass rig through the sliding door.
It was a sliding glass door between you and the bass amp.
Right.
But I stood on your side of the sliding glass.
Yeah, you were in
because
the
I
room.
wanted to feel the kick drum like in my chest.
Power.
That's the granite room. Once you go into Pachyderm, you'll see it's the only room with the sliding glass door. But just to be totally sure, I tested the amp in all those rooms, and yes, I can definitively say the amp was in that ISO room. also did this really fun take of Penny Royalty. And Wave Me. I know, I feel so stupid saying that, but YouTube. And if you're wondering why I'm using the Phase 2, I'll explain later in the video. And there's this really cool take of Heart-Shaped Box. It's an alternate take that was done, and I really wanted to do that. Which totally didn't sound right with the Phase 2. Or my Alder Mustang. But my Swamp Ass Mustang, yeah, totally nailed it. Yes, baby. Heart-Shaped Box was recorded in this tiny little room.
That's so cute.
Hey, wait,
I've got a new complaint.
forever indebted to your priceless advice. He sat right here. This is actually where he sat.
On this little chair?
Yeah, but he looked out of the windows. Meet in orchid forgive no one does yet.
What is the next one?
Cut myself on angel's hair and baby his breath. Hold on. And that was it for the first night. I think it was like 3 a.m. or something like that. It was super late, so we all decided to just go to sleep. But the energy, like the vibe there at nighttime was so surreal. It was beautiful. Come in. So this is apparently where Kurt stayed. This room or the other room is one of the two. You're sleeping in here, and then
Yeah.
I sleep in the other room. Oh, do you get a creepy vibe from in here?
No.
Last night you thought you saw something, right?
Yeah, but I don't know. But once I'm actually in here, it doesn't feel odd or
Yeah.
off.
Oh, this house is huge, man. This room looks cool at night too. Look at the Alexa. Probably can't see it. It's so dark. Kate and I decided to watch The Shining while going to bed because I think that's what Dave said he did. So
Here's Johnny.
the next morning we were up bright and early, ready to rock. But I kind of just like after all the amps were dialed in, while I had the opportunity, I kind of wanted to make like a In Utero style kind of song because, well, I wanted to hear how my vocals sounded in that room. So I just went in there and mumbled some shit. And that room just sounds so sick.
Wish you was somewhere else. Tell them better.
It was really weird hearing my voice in there where I've heard all these records done. It's like the room did that thing to me too, and it was just beautiful.
Tone is in the cone.
Hey bro, tone is in the code. So it was finally time to start doing the captures, and of course, the echo flanger pedal just totally shitted out and broke. The echo flanger has gone down. These things suck. They do. They're like the shittiest designed thing ever. It sounds like what happened is just like the ground came undone in here somewhere. Let's see if this works. And then after that, this guy just showed up. I don't know if y'all know him. His name is Eric from Nirvana Guitars. I remember he lived in Minneapolis, and I texted him. I was like, I'm gonna be at Pachyderm Studios. If you want to like fight, come on, cause like I'm so ready. Like I'm gonna be there. And he actually showed up. It was crazy.
Who was the Jaguar?
Oh, it's the Wabash Mustang.
So we got in this giant fight, and then after that, we totally just shook hands because we realized like we have so much in common. We shouldn't be rivals at all, and it was just like the most beautiful thing ever. All right, joking aside, that's not how it went down. I totally invited Eric to come, and he is the coolest guy ever. We have so much in common. We both have Nirvana channels. It's been a long time coming. A lot of people have wanted to see us collaborate for a long time. And it was just super cool to finally get the chance to meet him.
You hear it, right?
Guys, we got this wrong. This is actually the Wave Me guitar.
The true tone.
Yes. So listen to this. I couldn't wait to show Eric the Swamp Ash Mustang.
That is crazy. That sounds so much more like it.
So different, right?
Yeah. What's weird is, I don't know if this is blasphemy. I feel like this in general sounds better, but this sounds like more like the album.
Right.
This sounds like it has like more highs almost.
Yeah, that's a fuller sounding guitar. This
Yeah.
has like a hollow mid-range thing.
That's a good way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that, back to back, that sounds much more like it. Definitely. Those cleans are nice.
It's so nice. Yeah. Eric, dude, I want to thank you again so much for just coming out. It's the coolest thing ever to meet you. And I totally hope that we get to make more videos again in the future. There's some footage of me and Eric jamming on his channel. You guys should totally go check it out. It was our last night in there, so it was go time. We got started on the neurals pretty much instantly. And for those of y'all that don't know what a neural is, it like goes way beyond what an IR is. So it captures the amp distortion, speaker distortion, every little part of the circuit, the room that the amp is in, literally everything. It's f***ing badass. All right, here we go. We're running our first neural capture. Go over there. Just don't open the thing since it's rolling. So what that does, what it's doing right now, it sounds hilarious. It's making a neural capture of the amp. So literally everything the amp does, it's hard to explain. It's like taking a digital photo in super high resolution of an amp, and then you can play it on your computer as a plugin. All right, so it's training right now. Okay, so here's the real amp. There's Nero. It's totally captured. It's just blowing my mind still. Do you hear a difference?
No.
None!
Dead on.
The f***ing amps here at the studio are captured. So now I can literally like play this amp anywhere. What's up, guys? What if I just talked to you the whole time from here? Or here. Hi. I have in my phone some talking points that you peoples need to hear. Okay, first I need to explain the phase 2 versus the phase 3. So we've been in here the past couple days, and Ernie is super sure that Kurt didn't have this phase 3. I thought, you know, because Steve had always talked about the silver chrome pickup rings and stuff. We're in here in the actual studio where all this stuff was recorded. Doesn't sound right.
That's how testing goes. That's why you test.
Which leads me to this. Okay, alright, I must confess. I got this right the first time. So my last video wasn't wrong, and also the video before that wasn't wrong. It's actually just both of these damn guitars. That's it. Well, I'll talk about this in a minute. I remember I was talking about like the tailpiece ringing out for Wave Me. Sorry, I have to call it that, or YouTube gets mad. I know he played this on the intro to Tourette's.
Moderate rock.
And the tailpiece wasn't muted there. I don't know why he would have muted it on Wave Me, but I know it's this guitar.
There was for sure 2 takes of the song, so it could have been spliced together.
It could have been, or maybe he just did this with no whatever, just you like mute the tailpiece while you strike. Maybe he played like that. We tested it here at the actual studio. So but it doesn't sound right for like heart-shaped box, and unfortunately for like Sappy and All Apologies, all the neck stuff, it doesn't sound right on here either. I've gotten it to sound really close, but it became really apparent here in this studio set up in the same acoustic space that the Farrington is actually all the neck stuff. And it's cool because he said this was going to be his studio recording guitar, and he ended up using it on a bunch of stuff. Which ones was it? It was like...
It was All Apologies, Dumb, and Penny Royalty.
Yeah, and more stuff. Like, I hate my... Oh, I don't want to say that on YouTube.
That one.
And then this leads us to the Swamp Ash Mustang. And oh my god, my last video, the comments. There's so many people like, Kurt's Mustang couldn't get Swamp Ash. Okay, well... Oh yeah, what was the other one? I can't believe you would just use ChatGPT to blah, 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 blah. Okay guys, how long have I been in like suspecting Kurt's Mustang was Swamp Ash? Like
6 months to a year.
For a long time I've been on this. I didn't just use ChatGPT, okay? I shot the video that way because I thought it was cool. I went off much more than that. For one, I'm in close contact with Ernie Bailey, who is Kurt's guitar tech. I talk to him frequently, and I sent him this photo of Kurt's exposed grain, and he's like, yeah, that would be my first guess too, Swamp Ash. You have to see like these both in person. Like here's an Otter one, And it's the grain that's totally different. And the photo on Kurt's is the exposed grain. It's not the fuller plast. It's like the exposed grain. And it's clearly swamp ash. It's open grained wood. Fender was making swamp ash guitars in '69. They were doing Telecasters. And while it wasn't common to use them on a Mustang, Ernie's theory was that like it probably had a nasty knot or some nasty defect in the wood, and Fender didn't want to waste the wood, so they just relegated it into a Mustang.
Because they were just student level guitars at that point.
Well, yeah, and they didn't want to waste wood. So to me, that makes the most sense.
But also, we've seen other Ash Mustangs from the late 60s.
Yeah, so they exist.
They're just
There's a
very
lot
uncommon.
of people that are like, they don't exist. There's no such thing. No, they do. They're totally out there. And it sounds, that's the other thing. Like, put all that aside, when you compare these, and these are set up like identically, are they not? Like,
yeah, like to the T.
Eric came here and played it, like, been playing it. They're the same bridge, same electronics, same pickups, same literally everything. Same action height, same gauge strings.
Every little detail is
Every little
exact.
detail, guys. And it sounds fucking wildly different. I don't know how else to say it. And then I made the video and everyone's like, there's no such thing as Swamp Ash Mustang. It's my opinion. And here's the thing. It's just my opinion. And people take my opinion so seriously. I wasn't here. Like, I wasn't making the record. I'm just using my ears. If you're playing a lot of distortion, it's not going to matter.
Yeah, distortion covers up pretty much most of the quality of the guitar.
I'm talking about, like, clean tones for heart-shaped box. Like,
cleans are really where the wood stands out. That's what's really important.
the magnetic field, everyone says, like, pickups only hear magnetic fields. Yeah, that's right. You're totally not wrong.
I'm yelling to the best pickup.
For the final rundown. Oh, did I say Serve the Servants too? I don't think I did.
Oh, not yet.
Serve the Servants is totally the Volino.
1000%.
Yeah, we were like testing in here for hours. And we're like, we can't get it. It's not going to be the Volino. And he went in there and played it. And like,
Yeah,
it was instantly
right there.
Yeah. It is our opinion that the Volino was Serve the Servants. So the 4 guitars that were used on the record, the Volino for some overdubs, the Phase 2, which was probably the main overdub guitar, and the Wave Me main guitar, the Farrington for neck stuff, and I did find an area with the bridge, but it's an alternate take. Swamp Ash Mustang, which makes a huge difference, in my opinion, for heart-shaped box. And that's it. Those are the In Utero guitars. Jag, sadly, I can't find anywhere this thing was used. I did find one alternate take for Penny Royalty, but that's the only place I could find it. I think that explains it all. Yeah.
You digress.
I digress. I think that's it, guys. I don't think there's anything else. Talk to you later. And that was it. We totally accomplished what we set out to do. I want to personally, in this video, thank my friend Isaiah for flying in to be cameraman for this whole entire journey. It was so much fun hanging out with you. And if you guys don't know Isaiah, I'm going to link him in the channel. You should totally go check him out because he's super cool. I'm trying to get him to move up here to Seattle to work on videos with me full time because it's always just me, myself. I'm always looking at this camera. I need a team, like, very badly. And lastly, it would be so wrong to end this video without talking about Steve. I realized throughout this whole entire process that it's honestly, for me, it's always been about Steve. When I really looked at it in the grand scheme of things, his aesthetic, like Kurt was the portal that introduced me to Steve's work, but it's always been Steve's aesthetic and his sound that I really fell in love with. And without Nirvana, I would have never discovered it. I would soon later discover like the Pixies and PJ Harvey and all these other amazing Steve records. And if you watch this channel, it's always been about In Utero for me. I've done some Nevermind stuff and I did some Bleach stuff, but for me, it's always been about Steve. And so on our way back, I made it a point to stop in Missoula, Montana, where Steve grew up, and I went to his high school, Hellgate High School. Yeah, I know. Who names their high school Hellgate? It seems totally fitting for Steve. And it was just really cool to go see where he grew up, because I've always felt like I have so much in common with him. And so it's just a bittersweet thing to go where Steve made all these records without him being here anymore. I really thought about him quite a bit on this whole entire journey. So, Steve, wherever you are, bro, we all love you, man. And with that said, I guess I'm gonna wrap up this video. I will see you guys on the next one.
Hey.